Hello and welcome guys to another squad builder with me, boy FIFA 1 HD, where we are going to be putting together an absolutely unbelievable team for 400k that will absolutely smash your way to Division 1 in FIFA 21. It is an incredible side, packed full of technical ability and a really fun team to use. It's solid at the back, great midfield, very dynamic, but also in attack. Very few will be able to stop this team because it is that good. The movement, the skill, the dribbling, the pace and the overall finishing in this team is exceptional, and it is a really fun team to use and a very worthwhile spend of your hard-earned coins. So without further ado, we are going to go ahead and put in Handanovich. Really good value goalkeeper, incredible stats, 88 rated overall. Really good diving at 88, his handling at 85 is also good. Kicking does let him down a little bit, but I had no issues with his distribution. A lot of the moments here where he did capture the ball, he would then throw it out, and he was very accurate with that. 89 on the reflexes is good. Speed at 53 is not terrible, but still very usable and still really good overall, especially when you combine it with the 89 positioning as well, making him a really good goalkeeper that actually won't cost you the earth as well, which is brilliant. And one of the things about packing out a Serie A squad builder that I think is really good, because there's really good value and some high rated players. Now at right back we will go ahead and put in Malcuit when it wants to load. There we go. I think that's how you pronounce his name. He is the right back from France, playing for Napoli, and he is a really cheap option. There's actually not that many good right backs in the Serie A, and this is probably one of the best options you will have, and it will save some coins further down the line. He's a usable player. He made me lots of good tackles, really solid overall, and a very usable player that's got enough pace going forward at 81 and can do a job in all areas of the pitch with 73 passing, 77 dribbling, and then also in defence he has 74 defence with 70 physicality, which obviously you can upgrade certain areas depending on where you see fit and how you want to use him, but overall he did a job for me. He didn't cost me the earth and I found him to be pretty usable. Now at centre back we're going to go ahead and put in a partnership of Manolas, and then when it wants to load there, Skriniar. Probably murdered his name, but I think it's around that. But we're going to start off with Manolas anyway. This guy is one of the best players that you can use in this game. Absolutely fantastic. As centre-backs go, there are very few better, and especially for the price. He's not that unaffordable, and he really delivers in game. He's got that physicality to his game, very adept with his defending, and the 82 pace is an absolute godsend. Yes, his passing is a little bit dreadful at 42 overall, but it's usable enough, especially with the formation that we're playing, where he has good options that he can spread it into with those two CDMs in front of him. Skriniar on the other hand is really solid. Yes, his pace may not be as attractive as the likes of Manolas at 69 overall, but it's still usable enough, and you can obviously upgrade that with the right chemistry style on him. But in terms of his overall defensive prowess, he is exceptional. 87 overall with 81 physicality, very robust, makes tons of great blocks, great tackles, and a really fun player to use that will definitely save you on many occasions. Finishing off the defence, we have the left back, which is Alexandro. One of the cards that usually would be very expensive, but his pace downgrade this time around for FIFA 21 has actually meant that he's not that expensive, coming in at around sort of 22-23k. 81 pace overall though is still very usable. He's still got decent attacking qualities with 77 passing and 80 dribbling, and he's very good in defence. 81 defence, 81 physicality means he's very robust. He'll make great tackles, and he's just overall a really solid player that completes the pack 4. Now in central defensive midfield, we're going to go for Arturo Vidal, and then we're going to go for Millingbit Savage. Now I'll start off by talking about Millingbit Savage. Obviously I've used him at CDM. You could use him in an array of positions throughout the team because he does have a great mix of talents, but I liked the fact that he was a ball playing midfielder that could also do that dirty work, and he has that great physicality. He's tall, he can make tackles, he can break up the play, and he can use his height to win headers, and then he can get the ball down and he can use it with his good range of passing and dribbling, get himself out of tight situations and play the ball into the people that really can hurt the defence. And that's why he was fantastic for me. Also scored goals as well, which is brilliant. In terms of Vidal, he was really, really good at that too. You know, yes, again, not the fastest player, which is why Millingbit Savage and Vidal both sit in that CDM role, because they don't have to cover as much ground, but they're in good areas to make things happen in terms of winning the ball back and getting you on the front foot. And that's exactly what these two do very, very well. Make tons of great tackles, and when they do win it back, they can get the ball forward. And Vidal did that very, very well, breaking up the play, playing it into the ones that can really hurt things. And to start off with those players, we have our centre attacking midfielder in the central position of Niangolan. Now, Niangolan is a similar player to Vidal and even Millinkovic Savic, but he is a little bit quicker and he has a great range of attacking qualities, which is why I've played him slightly further forward. But you could use this guy at CDM and he would do you a great job, because he does have that defence and physicality, which I really liked for a higher press. Meant that he can win the ball higher up the pitch and really get you on the front foot very, very quickly. He's got decent enough pace, especially in the heart of the midfield, which is where I've used him in. Doesn't mean that he needs to go wide and drift into those sort of areas where the other cams can go, but he's in the right area to spread the ball into the attackers and also to get himself some goals from distance and with those late runs into the box, which he did very, very well. Now, the other two cams that we're going to be using are Alejandro Gomez, and then completing that sort of midfield is Dries Mertens. Now, we'll start off by talking about Mertens. Really, really fun player to use, very dynamic on the ball, great range of pace, electric dribbling, good range of passing too, and a player that can finish very, very easily, both from long range and from close range. He'll get himself into good areas and he will score a lot of goals, which is exactly why this guy is really, really good in the team. Makes things happen, lays it on a plate for others, but also scores goals himself. Good skill moves, good weak foot. Overall, just a fantastic card to use that will score a lot of goals, create a lot for the others in the team as well, and is well worth the coins. And if he does find himself drifting into wide areas, he has that pace and he has that dribbling to do so, and to be able to get past people and create those chances for other people in a very similar way to Gomez, which is why I've used the two of them as the wider cams, because they can play in the inside but they can also drift outside when the space is there and really attack those areas and get in between the fullbacks and the defenders in the middle to really hurt your opposition. And Gomez does that well. He's got the 90 pace, which is brilliant. He's also got 79 shooting, which upgraded is really, really effective. Will score you a lot of goals, very similar to Mertens. Great for cutting inside, lovely finesse shots on this guy, great range of passing too, lovely dribbling. That is one thing with Mertens and Gomez, their dribbling and their pace is brilliant, very difficult to get the ball off, and they are really, really effective players at laying this guy in who really capped the team off, which is Paulo Dybala. Now, he completes the team, and he really does in more ways than one, because this guy really delivered for me. He was absolutely exceptional, scored so many goals, was really, really that cut above the rest, that 88 rating, obviously one of the highest ratings within this team, and he really delivered on that. He was absolutely exceptional, made incredibly intelligent runs, made things happen out of absolutely nothing. And when you've got the likes of Niangolan, Mertens and Gomez, and even further back with Vidal and Millinkovic Savic feeding this guy with his runs, it will be really, really easy to score goals. As you will see with some of the clips that I'm putting in now, he was brilliant, made some great runs, lovely technical dribbling, made things out of nothing, great finesse shots to his game as well, but also the power shots that beat the goalkeeper into the top and bottom corners. Absolutely brilliant was Dybala, and I'd highly recommend him. So that does complete the team, guys. We'll just have a quick look across the custom tactics with what we're using in defence. For the defensive style, we have pressure on heavy touch. We have width quite low there at 4 bars, depth there very low at 3, so very narrow and very deep. And then offensively, we're going to break with that possession game. We're going to bounce the ball around those sort of cams, really get the team moving with the lovely triangle passing with that possession offensive style. Width there very narrow there, you can see, and also plays in the box quite high, as we do want those runs being made once the ball is pinging around. Corners and free kicks left the same. And then on instructions, we have Dybala with stay central and getting behind. We have Niangolan, very, very minimal there, no instructions at all. Gomez on stay forward, same with Mertens. And then in terms of the two CDMs, we have cover centre, cut passing lanes and stay back while attacking with aggressive. Interceptions, as you can see, they're both the same. And then on the fullbacks, we have stay back while attacking, as you can see there on both of them. So that does complete the team, guys. I think it was a really fun team to use. Let me know if you guys have been using maybe a Serie A team or any of the players that I've been putting into this squad. Also, let me know if you think it could be improved in any way, as I really love reading what you guys have to say. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like button, hit the subscribe, and peace.